Hey, great Tuesday morning, great Tuesday morning, great Tuesday morning. A moment, please. Sorry that I'm late. I apologize that I'm late. It's been a crazy morning. 9:06, 9:05, not a good thing. Sorry, guys. Good morning, everyone. Jaime got here early, and I guess got here a little bit earlier than I did. Um, it's going to be a short little morning show. A lot of things that have happened. Good morning, Leah. Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. Good morning, Linda. Again, I apologize for being late. Mike, my man. Good morning. How's it going? It's been a crazy little type of morning this morning. I think we'll go over a lot of the things. Like we mentioned yesterday, a lot of the news, a lot of the things changed with the governor's declaration coming out. Vero, buenos dias. Good morning, William. Um, the declaration, which expands business now being able to uh, open up with 50% capacity. Bars will open up on Friday with 25% capacity. Also, for all the individuals who have gained weight during this pandemic session, the other thing that has opened up is the gyms. Yesterday, gyms opened up, so gyms are now on the table. Good morning, Nick. Man, how's it going, guys? Yes, actually, I was watching uh, a lot of the posts on social media, and a lot of people were heading out to the gyms. They're kind of excited about it. I know that Michael Rodriguez was out there at the gym. One of the things that I think is kind of redundant and kind of weird is that now they're requesting individuals to wear. Well, they're requesting individuals. Elisa, good morning. Good morning, Yesenia. Good to see you. They're requesting individuals to wear gloves. I just think that's just very weird. I don't get that having to use the gloves in a gym situation. I actually think it's a little bit dangerous. Not so much. Well, we know it's dangerous because of the cross contamination, but I think it's also dangerous. Can you imagine be lifting a weight, with gloves, and then it slips? Isn't that an issue? Y'all could probably tell I'm not much of an exercise person. I don't go out there and do much, but I just think it would be an issue. It would be an issue. Good morning, Pedro. I don't know if anybody else has gone out there to exercise or did go exercise yesterday or early this morning. I stopped doing the gyms, as you could tell, long before. I think people were getting too confident and we were going to see a spike this summer. Yeah, I think so too. The other thing that I thought was kind of amazing, they did mention the summer school, and it got a little bit clarified yesterday after the press conference that Governor Greg Abbott had. And one of the things that came out was that, that they were going to allow summer school for 10%, 10%, 10 students per classroom. Anyone out there as a parent or as a teacher feel comfortable with having summer school or any type of school right now with 10 students in a confined area? Well, Sylvia, I just don't see it. I don't see it. I still don't understand how they're going to make it a safe place or safe environment. And I went to Komori yesterday. I love their San Francisco roll, and I love their green bean tempura. Morning, Zamora, Cheryl. I love the green bean tempura, but they didn't have green tempura, so I had to do just my California roll. No, they have workout gloves, but open the gym is crazy, heavy breathing in and out. Yeah, it's not a good thing. So again, no green bean tempura, but they had that San Francisco roll. And San Francisco roll is kind of good for me because it doesn't have rice; it has just like spinach. The only problem, Komori, is that it wasn't rolled tight enough, and I like it tight, rolled tight. So the so I went to Komori, and as I was walking in, they did the temperature check, and and I've seen that done before, guys. And again, I don't get it. I'm going to think that because a majority of the people that are walking around that are positive with COVID-19 are basically asymptomatic. So they're not going to be showing any of the symptoms. So what does it matter if you measure someone and in regards to the temperature thing? I mean, does anyone actually even trust those temperature things? Jaime Trevino says, we're here coming out tuyos de la folks. Y la Porter y de tu canal Jesse Cebolla. Hope you remember me. Summer school is going to be crazy, but we have to be safe. I don't think 10 kids to a classroom is going to work. It's not going to work. Well, one of the things that BISD has mentioned, which is a good thing, is that they're only planning to do online summer school. But again, with the orders that were given yesterday, with the recommendations, va a ser un despapalle. With the recommendations that were given yesterday, there might be a possibility that, again, this superintendent has zero concept of what the heck he's doing. Déjame levantarme la pata porque es que es lo mismo que tú. So I don't see. I mean, I see them actually going to it. All dressed up, good day. Give them hell today. I'll do my best. I dress up almost every day. It's just that sometimes en la noche ya llego a la casa y me quito la peluca and 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 I just let it rip. Let it rip. Gym should be moved outside. That's actually a good idea. That's how this what was it? Was it that the one that does it outside? CrossFit or something? Can't remember. Good morning, Manny. I can't remember what the name of it is. I think it's CrossFit. That they do all the running outside. And they do push the tires back and forth. Good morning, Armando. They push the tires and they do the strings. Y todo. They do it on the parking lot. I could see where that may be more making sense. But people, again, it's sort of like that mentality of wanting to go back to what our life was before. And in that sense, I completely understand that a lot of the individuals want to go back to that lifestyle, and going to the gym is a lifestyle for a lot of people. I'll send them to school if they can guarantee my child will not become sick on paper, then they won't. And they won't. Good morning, Eddie. God bless you, man. They won't do that. No, because there's absolutely positively no guarantee. And yesterday, someone made the argument, well, they're not going to give you a paper that they're not going to get the flu, that they're not going to get lice. Well, this is a little bit different. And again, I get a little bit frustrated with individuals that try to compare coronavirus, COVID-19 to the flu and to other things. It's not the same, guys. That is not Erasmo talking. That is what the medical experts and the scientists, Sochi, good morning, have basically said. It's not the same thing. So again, I'm not going to believe my quarterbacks, my recliner quarterbacks, or my backseat drivers. Yes, that would be much better because they won't be confined. It would be a good thing. Then no school. Yeah, there's got to be other options, and I think that's one of the things that the school district is not understanding, guys. I think that we're going to lose a lot of students, and we're going to lose a lot of students, más que nada, because people are not going to trust the decisions that this board and this superintendent are making. I mean, really, guys, it seems like they're just on the cuff, on the fly. So again, I just don't see it. So besides going to eat at Kamori yesterday, I did have a meeting with a lot of individuals. Bendiciones, Mike Fuentes. Good to see you, man. I did have a meeting with a lot of individuals who may be interested in helping out in regards to running for BISD. That's going to be a topic for later on this month of June. Gyms are going to be hot spots. I think so too. They can just go mow their lawns and burn off the stress and fat if they don't have a lawn. Well, one of the things that get, my cuñado, Genaro, and my nephew, what's his name? Gabriel. Love you, Gabriel. And Jerry, they've been out there. They've made their own gym. They made one of their garages into their own gym. And, they're out lifting weights. And I have some friends. My friend allá, Castillo, whose wife makes the best beans in Brownsville. Castillo, he was makeshifting their own gyms. Man, that's not a bad idea, Aurora. So there's other ways. Good morning, Aurora. It's our job to take care of our kids. They depend on us. Imagine losing our child. No, it's not worth it. And, one of the things and yesterday I got very upset with someone that came on. Ever since the coronavirus, the ICU will never be the same, nor to expect it to go back, never. One of the things, we have to make our own new today and our own new tomorrow. One of the things that, someone, and he's a friend of mine, but God bless him. And again, I love my friends. I truly love my friends. But he came on saying, well, it's hitting the viejitos and, less Medicaid, less Medicare, and viejitos expendable. And I lost it last night. I lost it. I do not tolerate anyone dissing our older people in any way, shape, or form. And I'm sorry if I was kind of rude yesterday, but I just don't like that stuff at all. Schools are hotspots too. The students could be sick, spreading everywhere. Yeah, and there's just no way to stop the social distancing with kindergarten, first, second, third grade. I mean, you can't stop it. Someone was mentioning in high school and junior high, they're already PDAing all over each other. They're all you know what's going to happen to next school year for teachers and students. No one knows right now. My best guess is that we're going to do distant learning and a hybrid system where they have some kids come in. I would like to see a limited number of children come in the morning, then limited number come in the afternoon, like the way we had school in Mexico. That's the way it was. Maybe until we have a vaccine. Yeah, there's time. You guys, in regards to the schools, when you have all these kids in there, this might sound weird. Why not take a year break? Is it going to really, really kill the educational system in the United States? I just don't think so. Take a whole year break. Good morning, Joe. Good to see you, man. Don't apologize. I've been pissed too. No one is expendable. No one is expendable. Very, very upset. Morning, Rem. Morning, Danielle. So again, maybe look at the option of taking school year off for a year and really, really getting ready, or at least, guys, suspending the school year instead of starting in August. Why don't we start it in January? You have Christmas, which takes up 2-3 weeks already, and you'll have Thanksgiving, which takes up another week, and we got other holidays from here till Christmas after school starts. Let's just push it forward for a year, and and find a way to bring together what they might have lost in 3 months. Just push it forward. I don't know. It sounds good to me. Vocational programs are going to get smaller. Yeah, all programs are going to get smaller. Hey, Al, how's it going? Good morning. Why so dressed? You look great. It's kind of weird, but I actually truly do dress up almost every day. It's just with the coronavirus, I have opted not to some days because we weren't taking care of a lot of people at work. I'm actually at work at one of our little offices at work. Believe it or not, I actually work. Thank you, Ramos. Hey, Ramos, let us know when you want to come on, Ramos. It'd be fun to hear a perspective of our friends out there in McAllen, Texas. We're starting in September, but online. Good job. Suspension of school year. What about employee pay? Employees can continue to get paid. That's not an issue. Employees can continue to get paid. Employees can continue to get paid. I don't see why it would be a good issue. As long as you have them working, Vela, in regards to preparing for next year, I think it's a great thing. Hey, and look who we got in. Hey, Michael, how's it going, man?
How's it going, man? Good. Haven't slept much, but aquí andamos.
Good. We were talking about your experience, how the pictures, your experience at the gym. And my question to you, since you're the gym expert out there, you're the individual that I got excited to see you guys. I forgot to say good morning. Good morning, Esmeralda. One of the questions that I have is, isn't it more dangerous to use those gloves while lifting weights and stuff? Couldn't the stuff slip off your hand?
Yeah, it felt weird. It felt weird. I didn't go too heavy because I haven't worked out in 2 months or so.
We can tell.
Yeah, I know. I've been gaining weight, but the heaviest I went, like on the bench, I went to about 225, just 2 plates.
Rocky.
Hombre, that's nothing.
I know.
It felt a little weird with the grip, just a little bit at all. More than the grip itself. Really, gloves when nobody's switching them out.
No,
it makes no sense because people get that false sense of, I'm protecting myself and everybody around while they, get an itch on their butt and they scratch it, while they poke their nose, while they're grabbing everything,
Oh, and there's a lot of, anyone that has gone out to the gyms knows that there's a lot of butt scratching going on,
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of everything scratching and a lot of face touching and a lot. The one you shout out to my coworker.
Yeah, you wipe your sweat.
Yeah. Hey, good, shout out to everyone out there at Valley Medical Urgent Care. And I think tonight we're going to have Dr. Eder Hernandez and Roman Perez tonight, guys.
That's a heavyweight bout.
It's going to be a heavyweight bout. Hey, mi compadre Arturo, I love you, man. We got to get Arturo on here. I love Arturo. This guy's a mover and a shaker.
And what I like about Arturo, he speaks his mind. He doesn't hold back. And I appreciate that about people. I appreciate whether I agree with you or not. I appreciate the fact that hey, Sasuke, you're gonna put yourself out there to criticism as well. and you're not gonna hold back. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Those gloves tear real easily. Yeah, exactamente.
Then
Swamp.
then I heard that Crunch is selling a pair of those disposable gloves at $1 a pair.
Mm.
To like that's a rip. I mean,
And Leo Crunch. As
I
BIC,
wouldn't buy it.
now the teachers and staff are back to work. No, I think they're going to do the little spraying stuff and everything, which is good. But yeah, I agree with you in regards to Arturo. Quieras o no, what and me and Arturo have disagreed on some things, but
Mhm.
Arturo is the type of individual. You go out there and you let them know and you disagree, and you move forward. So I like Arturo.
And that's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be. We don't always agree on everything. Ahí está Arturo que lo diga. But you know what? We could fight today. Mañana nos sentamos a tomarnos una casa de café. And I use coffee today. I'm not going to use alcohol. Good morning, Bob. How's it going? But so no, and one of the things, sin pelos en la lengua, no sugarcoating, tell straightforward. I'm exactamente. That's one of the things I like about Arturo. Also, I think that's what you mentioned. You kind of liked it a little bit, Michael. But Arturo is trying to bring different things, different cultural things to Brownsville. Like I think he was the one that started that taste, not the taste of la frontera, that thing that they do here.
I know. I think and I know that Garibaldi. I think he was
Garibaldi,
one of the
that's
ones that
Garibaldi.
started Beer Fest. He was one of the initial ones to start it. Um, and what is that? The Gringo de Mayo that they started doing, I think, last year.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, he had a hand in all three of those new. And you know what? I went to Garibaldi this past year. I liked it. It was fun.
I didn't go this year, I don't think, but I did go to the one that they had, where they had the little tasting food, where they taste food all over the place.
Hmm. But they had the same thing with Garibaldi. They had downtown
But
right there in
last
Market
year,
Square.
maybe it's the same one. I
Yeah, it
think
could be the same one.
I went last year, and I think actually, with this Crossroads thing, you see, and again, I have my issues with Crossroads. I think that if you bring together a lot of the people that have already had the expertise in regards to doing this type of events, Michael, but I didn't see him involved in that project, and I think the city missed out because of it. Because I understand that they want to do their own thing y todo lo demás, but bring in the people that have already done these events, that have Taste de la Frontera. Taste de la Frontera? No, Taste de la
Well,
Frontera is an event.
Taste of the Frontera is the Charles Association. That's a
Yeah,
great event, though.
it is a great event.
Oh
Tons
yeah,
of-
that's a great event. I
tons
like
of-
it.
Well, I don't eat that much anyway, but there's always a lot of people out there. You do. Well, that's why you have to go back to the gym. Well, the other thing that Crossroads should have showcased local talent. I agree. It was a bomb, and I hate to say that, City Brownsville. I think it was a bomb, and I tried because I love the spirit of Crossroads. I love the spirit of Crossroads. I just think it bombed.
I didn't go, so I can't really say much, but I know the spirit is kind of like the South by Southwest, right? Kind of showcase independent talent, up and coming talent, and then you get some of the people that are already established with name recognition. But I mean, la verdad, just to me, and it was during I think Monday through Wednesday, right before Sombrero Fest,
Yeah.
and I had already spent a lot of money for Sombrero Fest because I bought those VIP
I know.
bracelets. Just for me, it was bad timing. I would have probably gone if it wasn't on the same week because then I have to find a babysitter for my kids, and I'm gonna be partied out. I mean, I was saving my energy for Sombrero Fest, just me myself, right? But
Taste of Frontera needs to be renewed. It needs to have new places, restaurants. Maybe include a lot of the new restaurants. I mean,
there's not much space to grow. They need to switch maybe locations.
well, we need an arena, bro.
Well, yeah, we need an arena.
Going to the doctor. Wish me luck. Blessings. Get better and send me your address so I can send you that bumper sticker. See, that's part of the issue. We definitely need an arena type of situation. That's one of the reasons why I've always encouraged Cameron County to sit down with the city of Brownsville and say, hey, let's get an arena done for our community, for our area. Everybody else has it. We don't have it. We need one. You should sing comfortably now again. I can, But I think we'd start losing viewership if I started to do that. But one of the things that people were saying was, well, combine BISD with the county and the city. Someone mentioned it the other night, so that y'all can make a performing arts center. And I told people that is not what a performing arts center is. First of all, second of all, it's not the responsibility of the school district to build an arena. That's the responsibility of the county and the city. I mean, they're the ones that are going to be showcasing a lot of the talent or a lot of the events that are coming down. If we were to have one, I every year, Michael, I go to McAllen for Comic-Con every year, and let me tell you, that place gets packed.
Yeah, and that Comic Con, if I'm not mistaken, it's only about 7 years old.
Yeah,
I think
it's not
fairly new, but they keep growing it. Yeah, I wish we had more stuff to do. Yeah,
let me tell you, it's jam packed. I mean, I think it's like for 3-4 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, something like that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, every single day is jam packed. Y siempre hay raza de bronce. There's always bronze people because I go. Sometimes I'll go on a Saturdays. I think one time I went on a Sunday. I take my nephews with me, and let me tell you, donde quiera, Erasmo, Erasmo, and it's all just Brownsville people, and a couple of McAllen people as well. But most of the people that I run into over there, they're going to be Brownsville folks. Can you imagine if we had those individuals here who were going to be spending money on hotels, on food, on consumption, on anything? I mean, and Brownsville would be so adequate for it because more people would want to come if it was done somewhere here in Brownsville because we have the beaches, we have the border, we have a lot of things to offer in regards, in conjunction with, having a Comic-Con down here. It's good for everyone.
I mean, and going back to the board and the commission, city and county working together, I mean, that's wishful thinking. I wish they would work together, but a lot of times the board can't work with itself, the commission can't work with itself, the county commission can't work with itself. So, but look at all the money we're exporting to McAllen.
Yes.
All the money that the concerts that you go to in McAllen, and then after the concert or after the WWE event or after the Monster Truck event or after, the soccer games that they bring in soccer teams from Mexico.
Monterrey.
After all that, people stay in the McAllen area. They spend money in the McAllen area. And how much money are we exporting to them? McAllen's not exporting to us any funds, anything. No people. I mean, maybe South Padre Island, but their residents are not shopping at our malls. We are shopping at their mall.
100%.
They're not coming over here to see. My kid, they're not coming over here to see any concerts, anything. We're going over there to see concerts.
100%.
They're not coming over here to party. We sometimes go over there to party at. So, it's just a one-way funds transfer. My kid is making a racket. I don't know if you guys can hear my 3-year-old. I'm in the back room, game room, and he's seeing me making a racket, calling me, Bobby, Bobby.
Oh yeah, but it's true about McAllen. It's very true. Everyone, and again, people say like you can't compare Brownsville. You can't compare Brownsville to McAllen because Brownsville has more resources. We have things that McAllen would die for, but still, McAllen gets all the business coming in from Monterrey, all the business coming in from Brownsville, from other parts of the valley. I mean, they really just have it down. Ahora, we have to. Someone made mention in regards to South. You mentioned South Padre Island. South Padre Island is owned. 90% of South Padre Island is owned by people from Monterrey.
Yeah, no, and that's, to me at least, right? That's not necessarily a bad thing because we do rely a lot on the Mexican national to come. We're a border economy. We rely on Mexico to sustain ourselves.
Well, that was my point. That was my point. If the people from Monterrey are coming, are already residing and living, they have a place to stay at the island. Can you imagine if we had a convention center or events here? I mean, instead of going to McAllen, they would come here because they own the island. Monterrey.
Yeah, they're staying at their own home, right, or a condo.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be in their backyard, Michael. So we'd have an event, a concert, Comic-Con, something here. La raza de Monterrey tiene su casa aquí en la isla y muchos aquí en Rancho Viejo también. So they'd rather come here and stay in their own house and stay in their own property than having to be in McAllen and then drive all the way back over here. I mean, we just don't have frontal thinking in regards or any type of leadership in at the city or at the county, and that's a bad thing.
Well, it seems like when you're in county government or working for the county or the city, where's our 10, 15-year plan? It seems like we haven't updated that plan. I mean, what has changed in the last 15, 20 years? I mean, nothing. The mall was renewed 20 years ago, and I think that was our most major renovation that we've had so far here.
Yeah, and again, and that's about it. One of the things that I dealt with was the city trying to obtain more property from BISD in order to expand the zoo. And my statement to the people from the zoo and my statement to the people in the city commission were, guys, where has the city been all these years in regards to the 5-year plan, the 10-year plan, the 15-year plan? We have had nothing. I mean, they should have realized that zoo is going to get landlocked very, very quickly. And unfortunately for us, we've lost the elephants. We'll soon lose giraffes. The lions ya están, parece que casi muertos de hambre allá at the zoo. And again, guys, it seems like our cultural or the things that can bring us money in regards to tourism, they're letting them go down the wayside. Look at Camille Playhouse. I love Camille Playhouse, bro. I go to Camille Playhouse every chance that I get, and people will know that I'm out there at the place and supporting our people. Casa en Island was renovated too. ¿Qué te pasa, Phil? Yeah.
Don't get us started with that, man.
Casa en Island, I could go out like an hour with Casa en Island by itself. But Camille Playhouse, I love it. Y todo lo que tú quieras. You know that they actually started a GoFundMe page? A GoFundMe page where they're asking the community for money and going like, que vergüenza.
I mean, yeah, que vergüenza that our performing arts has to go to that extent, right? Hey, we want to stay alive. Please fund me.
It's una vergüenza, Michael.
Yeah, no, you're right. I don't even know what to say. It's so.
It's a reflection of the lack of leadership we have on the city commission. A lack of leadership, and city government. I mean, the zoo is struggling. Camille Playhouse has to do a GoFundMe page, and again, nothing against them. I appreciate that they're being proactive in trying to save the programs for our students and for our people, a community here in Brownsville. But a GoFundMe page, que vergüenza. It's like, Michael.
And is that vergüenza, just to clarify, not for Camille, right? It's que vergüenza for the city and a stain for the city.
Michael, es como, let's say, Michael, fíjate, God forbid, let's say one of your family members passes away. One of your family members passes away. Michael is a successful businessman in the city of Brownsville. Has Alpha Pups up here in Bujak Plaza, and has Más Dinero down southmost. I mean, you're a successful businessman, bro. And I'm not saying that to kiss your butt, but you are. You're a successful businessman. Now, can you imagine, Michael?
They live in the hood.
He drives a Maserati. But anyway, he sold it. Oh yeah, but think of it. One of your family members has cancer or passes away. Y luego de repente sales tú or one of your family members and goes, well, let me start a GoFundMe page in order to help out my family member. And then you start thinking like, oye, pero si es familiar de Michael, ¿por qué no le está ayudando Michael if he's a successful businessman? You know what I'm saying? And then you start going, qué vergüenza para Michael,
Right. Yeah.
Que tu familiar, well, the same thing with the city. Qué vergüenza to the leadership we have in the city, de que Camille Playhouse has opted to open and again, nothing against Camille Playhouse, but opted to open a GoFundMe page and something that the city should be taking care of.
Well, maybe PUB can lose 1.3 million and just send it off to Camille Playhouse and not know where it goes.
Well, you see, that's the other thing. Why these entities like PUB, who has basically ripped our community off for $150 million? Why don't they give? And I think that they're wanting $30,000. I think that's what the amount I saw on there, $30,000 or $60,000. That's nothing, Michael. Mm-hmm. In regards to the amount of money that PUB has ripped off the city. Why don't they donate to Camille Playhouse? Why don't they fund Camille Playhouse and out of that money that they already stole from us?
Yep.
Remember, this development was going to have a marina, and yeah, it's not going to
Well,
happen.
the funny thing about that is that the mud district, which is the 1% tax increase for the people that live around there, I think they're still paying that to fund that actual river walk or thing, whatever it was.
Same thing
So
with you.
people are, that's why people are leaving that area because it's more expensive to live there.
It's all BS. Bella's right. It's all BS. And it's part of the thing. They tax you, they raise your rates, and then they come back and say, "Ah, no, but it's for the betterment. PUB me subieron la luz." Exactamente. I saw an article yesterday in South Korea's gyms, 112 tests positive after going to the gym, and they found several of the instructors were asymptomatic. They were spreading the COVID-19. I can see that because they were claiming long workouts, people breathing. Yeah. And let me tell you, that's a lot of exhaling, man. A
Yeah,
lot.
no, I don't do much exhaling. I just do a lot of typing on my phone while I'm there. So,
Or, yeah, that's my type of exercise too. Why don't they fund exactamente? Again, going back, why? God bless. I love. We also do cancer policy, life insurance, final exposure, all the CBD oil mission in Mission Erasmus. El CBD oil, Ramos siempre anda bien happy. My motto is: Yo no quiero que me entierren con platos de pollo. It's true, It's a monopoly here. I can't change electric companies. You sure can. But again, why? Qué vergüenza for the leadership of the city commission. Qué vergüenza de que Camille Playhouse has a GoFundMe page.
one thing about living in the hood where I live, I can change electric companies. I don't have to have PUB. So,
Oh,
and
my
I'm still in the
igual está ahí en la posada, ¿verdad?
city. La Posada, baby.
Say, man, it works. So again, I hope that the city, and again, and I use the zoo as an example, but it's not just the zoo; it's everything. It's like they've let everything gone to crap, And when you let things go to crap, you don't fix them. And I've used this example before, and I'll use it again. It's like this back door right here. You see this back door I'm pointing to? If that back door de repente starts to wobble a little bit, pues lo único que tengo que hacer, Michael, is go right now y pon un screw y apretarle a la tuerca. So I took care of the problem immediately. Y si dejo esta puerta, what I'm pointing to, la voy a dejar y la dejo, pasa un
Todavía
año,
aguanta.
3 años, and I didn't tighten that screw, what's going to happen? I'm going to have to replace the whole door.
Mhm.
And then it's going to cost me $150 to replace the door when it could have cost just a little bit of effort just to tighten it up. That's what's happened to the city of Brownsville. City of Brownsville have let stuff go to crap. If they would have taken care of it back then, it wouldn't cost so much now to take care of. Same thing with Camille Playhouse. If they would have just started to invest a long time ago and actually affected what Michael said in regards to a plan, some type of planning, we have none.
No, yeah, and we have
Like, poor internet. He lives in the hood, guys. Remember, Michael.
none because nothing has changed. Does that mean is that we're on? Okay.
Yeah.
Like in business school, they you keep a 5-year plan, 7-year plan. You keep updating every year to your goals. I honestly don't think the city has any sort of plan.
No.
They might have a direction to where the city's gonna grow. Maybe, possibly, someone's gonna come in, but they don't have an actual attainable plan to where we're bettering our constituents, right? When you're representing the people that live here that pay taxes, how has our life been changed for the better? And just something as simple as where is that? Where can we hold a concert? Where can we hold a professional soccer team? Because their HEB stadium is a lot better than our stadium here. So that's actually a professional stadium looking to where we can hold, regular soccer matches or lucha libre matches when I've gone to watch wrestling because I love wrestling, but not to the degree that McAllen and the surrounding area of McAllen has it. They have a Top Golf. You made it when you started having Maserati dealerships over there, BMWs, Mercedes dealerships, Audi dealerships. Jaguar. You start. You made it already.
Yeah. If you had and again, does the community place house have board members? It does. And again, and I'm sure that they're out there to the city, fighting with the city, trying to get funds. I mean, I know a couple of individuals on there. I like some of the directors out there. But again, guys, you can't officially wasting money, place seminars, meetings. It's crazy.
And they
For,
don't learn anything from those seminars.
they do nothing from those seminars. Yep, they leave little potholes and they fix it until see tons of water coming out of it, and then the more money fix it instead of like 100%. Sports park, exactamente. Now move to McAllen. No, I don't want to move to McAllen. I love Brownsville. It's not the solution. The solution is, the solution is not leaving. That's the easy thing to do. It's like Michael. Michael could easily move from the hood. No, he wants to stay in the hood to make the hood better. Same thing with us, Paulo. We don't leave Brownsville. We do our best to make it better, and we fight. But again, guys, and we try to wake people up and say, guys, let's start fighting together. This is our city. It's our community. We fight for it, and we're going to stay here, and we're going to hold their feet to the fire until they effect the change that our community needs and deserves. McAllen surrounding cities help each other. Yeah, that's very true. But again, I'm going to make this, and I've said it 1,000 times. McAllen may have other cities out there working together. We have resources that they would desperately want. We have a port. We have beaches. We have a zoo. We have things that they would desperately want to have in McAllen, and they don't. Let's go Brownsville, remove the ratas. We have to do it together. Have to do it together. Our taxes have gone so much this year. Rio del Sol area land is actually doubled. And what do we get? Nada. Exactamente. What have we gotten? The solution is people need to vote 100%. Going to McAllen is like quitting. We're not quitters. Amen. Quitters never win. So what's your 5-year plan for your good, Michael? Okay. For your hood.
For my hood, I mean, here's the thing. It doesn't matter what my 5-year plan is, right? Because I'm not an elected official. I ran. I tried to do something good. But here's my personal 5-year plan. Tomorrow, I should close on some property that I'm paying there, that I'm buying on Southmost. So my personal 5-year plan is to make another office there and hire more people. The employees that I have hired, they all live here in the Southmost area. So that's my personal 5-year plan. For the city, I can hope we have a performing arts or anything else, but the truth is I'm not in there. So I can just tell you my personal. That's it.
I would say, Mary Lou, we need to ask the elected officials, the city commission we have now, hey guys, show us what the 5-year plan is. Show us what the 10-year plan. Show us something.
I am investing in the hood because, man, me and it. I love Southmost. It has given me so much from when we lost our home with Lena Construction. Basically stole it from us, to being kind of homeless, to going to the 2nd grade to work in Mexico on the weekends so we can get money again to build our house where my parents still live there. I'm a hard worker. We work all our lives. We work Monday through Sunday. That's what I want to instill in my kids and showcase, especially to our youth, that hard work pays off.
Amen.
Work hard. That's it.
Yeah, do the right thing. And I guess we know why Michael has to go to the gym, because all those donuts he's eating with lechecita.
My wife, she brought them.
Yeah. Siempre echarle la culpa a la esposa. McAllen had a whole brand. It's very true. So again, guys, we need change in the city. We need change at the district. And I think it's always a step process. We have the opportunity as a community to come together this year and take care of some business at the BISD, and then after that, in March, we have the opportunity to take care of some business at the city. And guys, it's time. And I'm very, very proud. I think I think one of the things that I've been very, very good at is I have a feel for the community. And I sort of feel that the community is starting to wake up. I'm seeing a lot more teachers, express their concerns in regards to the poor leadership that exists on the board and at administration-wise level. And I'm very, very proud. I think that because of our platform, I think that's one of the things that we have accomplished. We have accomplished for people, to grow some. where they would hide them if they had any. But I think people are they're starting to grow in regards to, being down there. Morning, Leo. It's good to see you, man. And that's what we need. We need people with big ones. We need people with big ones that are willing to
Yes.
say this is wrong and let's move forward. Is the police substation Salmo still open? I don't think so. Huh?
No, it's still open.
Is it still
Yeah,
open?
yeah. Is it open right now to go pay tickets? I don't know about that. If that's a question, but is it open before the pandemic or whatever? But I see cop cars going in and out there. So,
I thought they closed it or planned to close it.
well, you can still go get your, renew your sticker there and pay tickets there, go to court there.
Talking about the performing arts center again, our county and our city need to focus on an arena, some form of arena down here. The sports park should have been an arena, but again, should have, could have, would have, ni modo. Again, one of the things that you have to look back on is who was the one that was making the money in regards to a lot of the contracts, because that's what happened here, folks. Who was the one that was making the money in regards to all those contracts and what their limitations were in regards to building? Because there's some builders, who can build you a small home, and then there's some builders who can build you a small home and can build you a mansion, and then there's some builders who can build you a mansion and can build you an office building, and there's some that can build an office building and can, but it just varies. So it was depending on the contracts, who got the contracts, who what they were able to build. So they settled on a sports park. Our city doesn't need, and it does need a sports park, but it most needs though.
But the problem with the contracts is, say you have a person that says, "Oh, I'm gonna build it." Say we're talking about a house, right? Oh, I'm gonna build it at $70 a square foot. Here comes another contract that says, "I'm gonna build it at 65." Well, the 65, the same thing, yeah, the same thing, 65. Oh, okay, well that sounds great. Let's give you the contract, but then in the same contract, it stipulates that, well, in case I run out of money and it's not complete, you have to throw in another $10 to $20 a square foot so I can complete it.
Yeah.
And that always happens. All these contracts always end up going over because of that little clause.
Yes, exactly. We need my Watercar City. We have a lot of people, low resources, small. This way, not an opening department. People need to be educated. Yes, people need to be educated. Again, okay, Javier. Sorry, Javier. We're actually almost out of time. Michael, any last words?
Um, no, I'm just, I've spoken and I've put it on my Facebook page. I'm glad businesses are opening up. We don't. I hope that we don't blame businesses for opening up, but at the same time, just me, my personal. If I don't feel like say I don't go to Walmart or I don't go to HEB, and I don't, and the reason I don't is because they average about 500 people per hour. You know what? The chances of you getting infected are higher there than it is to go into a small little store like Jovita's down south most, where I buy my eggs and all that. So let's not blame businesses for opening up. If you don't feel safe, don't go out. The two transmissions, community transmissions that came out yesterday positive were two ladies, aged 65 and 74. So I'm staying in to protect the elderly, yet the elderly are going out and getting infected in the community. So stay in if you have to stay in. Do not go out if it's not essential. To me, the gym was essential, so I went. There was about 20 people there. And trust me, I have kids, so I'm constantly washing my hands. I have my hand sanitizer with me all the time. I avoid touching my face. So the whole thing is have better hygiene each individual, right? We got to protect ourselves. And that's just it. I mean, I hope business gets back to normal because we need businesses, man.
We do need business, guys. And again, and just to make this clear to everyone out there, I am pro opening business. I am pro opening the economy. I just want it done responsibly, and with a lot of care, and having a lot of the medical professionals and the scientists out there. I don't trust a governor who has a task force that is full of businessmen and no medical experts or scientists. I want a combination of both. I want a combination of both, and I want recommendations and suggestions that make sure that all our needs are taken care of, not just the financial. Because de nada sirve financial if you don't have the health or your life to actually live it or spend it.
And we have to bail out small businesses, not just with a PPP. Forgive
Certainly.
our rents. If you want us to shut down, forgive our rents, utilities, accounts payable, and give us compensation to what we're getting right now. Because, people are getting the stimulus. We still have to take care of our business debts and our home debts.
100%.
Our rents on the business, our mortgage at the house. So it's not our fault. Help us out.
It just isn't. Guys, please support local business. Take care of each other. Michael, thanks for coming on, man. Sorry for the rush. We'll be back on tonight at 9 p.m. We will have Dr. Eder Hernandez and we'll have Roman Perez. And that's going to be
I'm going to tune in.
That's going to be very, very interesting. Dr. Eder Hernandez and Roman Perez. Guys, have a
one thing to say, because the same thing we said about Arturo, that he's just a go-getter. The same thing I want to say about Roman. I don't care, and we're friends with Roman, and Roman, when he disagrees with you, he's very outspoken.
Very outspoken.
But that's one thing that I admire. Hey, so this guy can respect that. Maybe you don't agree with me, but we agree to disagree, right? But I like that about Roman, that he's very outspoken. So
he is very outspoken, and I love that too.
And he's very knowledgeable too about a lot of things. So
President Trump said on Monday that he was taking hydrochloroquine. Yeah, and another malaria drug and Food and Drug Administration warned could cause serious heart problems. Yeah, guys, if you're out there taking what President Trump says as Bible, you got a bigger problem than President Trump, because some of the things that he says are just crazy. But a lot of the stuff that he says, not crazy. So again, take the good, guys, and discard the bad. But if you're going to be injecting Clorox into your system or taking hydrochloroquine because the president's doing it, you got a bigger problem than coronavirus. That's my thing. Guys, have a great day. God bless. We'll be seeing you tonight, Roman and Dr. Eder Hernandez. Adios. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah.